He wasn't just a slave. He was an offering, meant to be fed to the river gods. But he came back, and not alone. He brought back the silence from a crocodile's maw, and a message from the abyss itself. Nun. This is the story of Nemhat, the slave who made a pharaoh tremble. After the failed Nubian campaign, drought struck Egypt. The priests of Sobek, the god of water and floods, declared, "The god is angry. He demands a special offering, not an animal but a man, a foreigner, a Nubian." Their choice fell upon the captured warrior, Nemhat. The ritual of giving to Sobek was meant to be his horrible end. Thrown alive into the sacred lake, teeming with crocodiles.
My people honor lions, not crocodiles. For us, the river is life, not the belly of a monster. When they led me to the lake, I sang my mother's song about the spirits of our ancestors. I was ready, but the hungry gods of Egypt, they heard a different song, the song of my hatred. I didn't pray. I screamed inside. I screamed at those creatures about the injustice, that my body would become fodder for their god, while my spirit would wander seeking vengeance. And then, I didn't hear it, I felt it, a response. It wasn't a voice, it was an emptiness, a cold, ancient, wise emptiness, and in it, a promise.
At dawn, the fishermen found him, sitting on the back of a massive crocodile in the shallows, alive and unharmed. The crocodile they called Sobek's Maw simply swam away. For the priests, this was a miracle more terrifying than any death. The god had not accepted the sacrifice. The god had kept him for another purpose. Nemhat became the mouth of Sobek, a living oracle. His silence spoke louder than any incantation. Through him, the will of the god was made manifest. But the true horror began when Pharaoh Merneptah himself came to him. The king was tormented by nightmares of rebellion, of a lost throne.
O great Sobek, divine arbiter, reveal your judgment upon this soul. Let the waters speak your truth.
I didn't see the future in the water. I saw his fear, and I showed him that fear. I became a mirror to his soul. He waited for words, for a prophecy, and I gave him only the reflection of his own cowardice. And in that was my revenge upon you all. The power granted by the abyss was consuming him from within. He was ceasing to be human. The priests understood. He had become a problem. An oracle who answers to no one is more dangerous than any rebel. A plan was devised to quietly eliminate the sick slave during a nightly ritual of cleansing. Nemhat vanished. His body was never found. But legends say that sometimes, on the full moon, a wet trail can be seen on the bank leading out of the water. That the crocodiles in that place only attack people if openly threatened, and that in rare papyruses from that time, priests, when mentioning the incident with the mute Nubian, used the hieroglyph not for slave or sacrifice, but for ally or vessel.